What's poppin' knights? It's Onokage, otherwise known as the King, and I come to you with another exciting part 2. What if Naruto was in the Avatar universe? That was lame. Sorry about that. But I do want to say, thank y'all for still staying subscribed and supporting. I know that the breaks have been long since I came back from the army. It's just, there's so much happening in life right now, and I don't want to bring y'all down with it, so let's not. If there's anything I can do for y'all, please leave it in the comments down below, and I definitely will read it. Please like, subscribe, bell, you know the drill. Other than that, I think I talked your ears off long enough. So let's get into the recap. Boop. Last time we left our heroes, Aang flew the grit. Read! It's not hard. I'm leaving that in. That's hilarious. I was reading too fast. Let's slow it down to get to a great pace. All right. Last time, Aang flew the gang to Kyoshi Island, where Naruto summoned Gamakichi, who told him to use the summoning jutsu more. Confused, Naruto agrees. While the gang was assaulted by the Kyoshi warriors, Naruto goes after them, but the fighting ceased when they learned Aang was the Avatar. Naruto and Sokka trained under Suki, while Aang chose to play in town when the Fire Nation arrived and assaulted the village. Aang had faith Naruto, Sokka, and Suki could protect the village, while he and Katara used the Unagi to put out the fires. The gang left with a victory. The events of Omashu go about the same. Naruto wouldn't contribute much, going with the flow, being imprisoned, waiting for Aang to figure out Bumi's game. We'll continue with the events of Imprisoned. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Woo!
Don't no time to waste, the king is into beast mode. Your ninjas better hide away before I try to beast mob. Not to win this fairy tale, I got the heat flow. Back the lead in the trunks, I got the heat dome. Got the flow going crazy, that's a shuttle clone. I switch it up and interchange, and yeah, that's how the story goes. Sharingan or Rinnegan, pick one. Either way, you'll stay gone, cause bygones ain't bygones. Then in my hand, make your O go and run. If I just pull that rock, you are so stay, go cost. These hands is napalm. Fuck around and find out what I breathe with the sample. Someone put the brakes like an ape to a prince. Oh, I'm a king, what you tell me with no prince? Dude, got the knights right behind me in the back. Dude, wanna fall down when the doors attack. Oh, like you know, see, I'm the leader of the pack. So don't you lay down, bitch, pay respect. Hey.
The gang, including Momo who has been in the story the whole time, I promise you. I did not forget to write him, couldn't be me. They're foraging through the forest for food. When Sokka brings back a bag of what he found, Aang jumps down, asking, Sokka, what's for dinner? Sokka smiles as he opens his bag. I found some nuts, and some nuts look like rocks that might just be some rocks. Naruto falls off the back of Appa, groaning. We're gonna starve. Sokka, offended, stands up. Well, I don't see you out there foraging for food. Naruto, still on the ground, points up at Sokka. That's because everything I bring back is either poisonous or inedible. I've only been in this world for 3 weeks, remember? Katara taps on Naruto's headband. Don't worry, Naruto, we'll find food soon. When they all hear a loud bang, Aang, Katara, and Naruto rush off to the source of this noise, leaving Sokka with Momo as he complains. Wait, shouldn't we be running away from the big scary sound? Who am I kidding? He runs after the group to see them taking cover behind a bush, watching a young man who's earthbending. Naruto watches in amazement as Katara says, hey, let's go say hi. Sokka interjects, I don't know, he could be dangerous, we should... Naruto cuts him off. She already left, man. Katara walks out from behind the bush, saying hi.
Hello there, I'm Katara. What's your name? Nice to meet you! I just wanted to say hi.
The boy then runs away, terrified, covering his escape with stones. The rest of the gang pulls Momo, runs out, and Aang yells, it was good to meet you! Naruto jumps up into the trees, while the rest discuss Katara. What the hell did I write there? That is not English. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, back to the story. My apologies. I must have been tired right there and I forgot words. Okay, Naruto jumps up into the trees while the rest gather around Katara, who complains. I just wanted to say hi. Sokka gets in her face. What were you thinking? He could have attacked. Katara dismisses this. If he wanted to attack, he could have, Sokka. He was just practicing. Besides, he looked scared. Sokka takes a deep breath. I understand, Katara, but you gotta understand us. That was dangerous. Next time, just talk it through. She looks down as she's about to agree when Naruto yells, Yo, I see a village. We might be able to get some food. That's not rocks. Katara and Aang laugh. As Naruto hops down from the trees, he gestures them to follow. They walk off. Sokka complains, but he just follows. As they reach the village, they start looking for food. But Katara sees that boy that was earthbending walk into a home. She rounds up the rest of her friends and they follow him inside. As they walk into the home, Katara introduces herself and the rest of her friends. As she says that she saw their son earthbending, the mother is shocked. She yells at her son, She saw you do what, Haru? The boy dismisses her accusations. Mom, they're obviously lying. You can't just take them at their word. I mean, look at the way they're dressed. Especially the orange one with weird hair and whiskers. Naruto scoffs. Maybe I do look weird, but at least I'm not a liar. The boy then focuses on Naruto. And what do you know, kid? How about you mind your own business? Naruto gets in the boy's face. Hey, if you want to get personal, we can take this outside, where I can personally introduce you to my fist, jerk off. If you won't tell the truth, I'll force you to. The boy's mother speaks. Haru, stop this. It's obvious they saw you earthbending. You know that's forbidden. Katara speaks up. What do you mean? She tells him. Ever since the Fire Nation moved into this land, they banned earthbending. And Haru adds, as well as steal from the people, and everyone here is too afraid to do anything about it. And Naruto chimes in. Well, if it bugs you so much, why haven't you done anything? Haru and his mother go silent, and Aang places his hand on Naruto's shoulder to try to calm him down. As he speaks, it's not that easy, Naruto. You've seen how destructive the Fire Nation can be at Kyoshi. When Zuko led a small team in to attack, the whole land of Kyoshi almost lost all their homes. It's easy to get overwhelmed with the Fire Nation. Naruto scoffs and goes sits in a corner, thinking about what Aang just said as Katara speaks. I apologize for Naruto, but he has a point. They're making you afraid to be yourselves. You're asking your son to ignore a part of himself. That's asking too much from anyone. What more could they take from you than that? With tears in her eyes, the mother cries. They'll take Haru away, just like they did his father. The room goes silent until there's a knock on the door. Sokka looks out the window. It's Fire Nation. Naruto stands up, grabs something from his pocket, then the room fills with smoke. Aang, Katara, and Sokka can be heard yelling as the soldiers kick open the door, as their captain yells, What is going on here? How dare you tribals make us wait? As the smoke begins to clear, they hear a familiar voice that sends chills down their spines. And how dare you ruin my interrogation? The soldiers gasp as the captain speaks, Prince Zuko, what are you doing here? The smoke clears, and Zuko is holding Haru by the scruff of his neck. What does it look like? I'm following leads on the Avatar. The captain bows as he speaks. The Avatar is in this village? Zuko scoffs. Yes, I tracked his bison to this village. My soldiers are already taking it back to the ship. The captain questions. Funny, I didn't see your ship enter port. Your uncle would definitely have made an entrance. Zuko starts to sweat as he says, well, the uncle was needed to make sure the bison's safety during capture, since the boats are stowed at a port far away to maintain stealth. Now, if you'll excuse me. Zuko turns back to Haru. Tell me where the Avatar is. The boy's mother yells, We don't know where or who the Avatar is, my prince. Zuko leans in Haru's ear. I'm gonna get your father back. Don't worry. Unlike you, I'm not a liar. Zuko then throws the boy next to his mother as he yells, If I find the Avatar has been taking refuge here, I'll do worse than fill your lungs with smoke. Remember that. He then points at the captain. Now, take me to your ship. I need rest. As they leave, Zuko throws a kunai at the wall and heads out. Aang, Katara, and Sokka hop out from where Naruto threw them in the closet, and they pull the kunai out of the wall, and on it was a piece of paper with seals centering around the word Baku. In the center, Katara yells, "We have to help Naruto!" Sokka yells back, "No, Katara, wait." Aang, who is right with her, yells, "Sokka, Naruto's trying to take on a whole fleet by himself. We need to stop him." And Sokka yells back, "Listen, this is a paper bomb. Naruto talked about them before, remember? He's probably going to find the prisoners, then signal us with an explosion. We need to follow him in secret. So let's go to Appa. We'll follow from the sky." As they leave, Haru asks if he can come with them. Sokka tells the boy, "Haru, we're infiltrating a Fire Nation base. One mistake can not only mean our lives, but the lives of the prisoners and Naruto. We can't afford a mistake." Haru hesitates for a second, but strengthens his resolve as he states back, "My dad was my inspiration. He got caught by the Fire Nation trying to stand up for the village. But he and everyone who joined him got overwhelmed. I need to show my dad that this village is worth fighting for. That hope is worth fighting for." Katara smiles as she walks out the door. "Well said, Haru. Now let's go help Naruto." Meanwhile, Naruto, still under the guise of Prince Zuko, is being led to the warden. As the warden introduces himself, bowing before his prince. "Ah, my Prince Zuko. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?" Naruto's still trying to master Zuko's mannerism. All he knows about the guy is that he's hunting down Aang, his family hurt him, and he's angry. And kind of a jerk. His mind trails for a second, and his face loses emotion. His eyes scowl as he thinks to himself, "Sasuke, just mimic Sasuke. Just be Sasuke but angry. Very, very angry Sasuke." Naruto looks over the ship, trying to find the prisoners as he responds, "Impressive vessel you got here, Warden." The warden stands from his bow. "Takei, my prince. Warden Takei." Zuko then turns toward the warden. "Right, well, Warden Takei. I'm tracking the Avatar. I've captured his bison. My crew is delivering him to my ship. While I'm following his trail so we don't lose him. I know he's in this village." The warden's jaw drops, but he collects himself quickly. "My prince, if your information is correct, Warden..." Zuko interrupts him while getting in the warden's face. The warden clears his throat. "My apologies, Prince. This information, it will be invaluable to the Fire Lord. Shouldn't you take this information to him directly?" Zuko pauses for a second as he thinks back to what Zuko told him during this fight. Zuko needs the Avatar alive to restore his honor. And if that's the case, if Zuko has a very interesting idea. He then speaks, "To bring the Avatar alive is my only goal. It's the only way my father will restore my honor. Contacting him now without my mission accomplished would only justify his decision to banish me." The warden walks up to the prince. "I understand your plight, Prince, but why should I care? I'm housing you for your blood only, not your standing, Zuko. I'm positive the Fire Lord would reward me for just reporting this situation." Naruto smiles. This guy is easy to read. "I know my father. He doesn't reward easy. But, Warden Takei, if you send your troops to the village to scour for the Avatar, your reward will be far greater once we capture him, alive. Then, if you were to just report a baseless Avatar sighting." The warden thinks for a second. He then smiles, thinking of the possibilities. As he says, Zuko adds, "Why, we should go at night. Without his bison, he can't have flown far." Zuko smiles. "You're right." The warden returns that smile. "Well, my prince, you have a deal." Zuko then smiles, jumping up in the air, fist pumping, yelling, "All right!" He then pauses for a second, realizing that he's not Naruto. He must get back into character. He turns to look at the warden, who is staring at him. He then says, "Oh, all right, could you take me around your ship? I'm very interested."
Smooth.
Mocks the fox. "Oh, shut the hell up. It's working, isn't it?" The fox growls.
You're an idiot. Your transformation is only working because these fools don't know a damn thing about the jutsu. A blind man can see through your flimsy imitation.
Ha! Doesn't change the fact that it's working, Fox. All I gotta do is talk like some bad guy from a game that kids used to play, Bandits vs. Shinobi. And after I find the prisoners, I'll set off a paper bomb when the warden sends most of his guards away. This plan is foolproof. You'll see.
You don't have a plan, Naruto. You're just being impatient.
What do you mean, Fox?
Do you really think you can save them all in one night? You're hundreds of miles away from land, and you're alone. Imitating someone you barely know.
Naruto laughs, to the fox's confusion. Just watch me, Fox. This is just another challenge. I'll hold out the soldiers until the rest of the guys can arrive. This will be nothing. The fox says, stays silent, merely grumbling at the boy's overconfidence, as Naruto continues. Now, I'm gonna focus. I'll save everyone. I never go back on my word. That's my ninja way. So you just sit there and watch. Naruto continues to look around the ship as the warden shows him around, till they reach the prison yard and Naruto smiles. As Zuko, he states, "How about we go introduce ourselves?" The warden is confused. "What do you plan to do, my prince?" Zuko smiles. "I plan to make my search for the Avatar easier, as well as destroy whatever shreds of hope they may have left." The man smiles sadistically as they head down together. When they reach the prison floors, Zuko yells, "Which one of you is father to the boy named Haru?" The whole crowd of prisoners stare at Naruto, Zuko, making him feel a bit uncomfortable, but he then hears the fox laughing at him. This makes him more frustrated. No one knows who this boy is. They're just scared, as Naruto yells, "Silent, huh? I know your son and wife have recently come in contact with the Avatar, and if they don't reveal his location, I'm burning the whole village to the ground, starting with their home." When an older man jumps up screaming at Zuko, Naruto, "You're Fire Nation monsters! You have no honor!" Naruto feels horrible, but he has to give the performance. He has to send the message. Understand, I'm giving you a chance to save them. Give me a handwritten note telling them to give up the Avatar's location. The old man starts to shake with rage before calming down, saying fine. He writes the letter, returning to Zuko, Naruto, saying, "I have your word, with this I have your word, my family will be safe." Naruto, Zuko, nods his head saying yes. As the old man walks over to deliver the letter, Naruto, Zuko, punches him in the stomach. "Shut up. I don't have much time. I'm not Fire Nation. I'm working with the Avatar to save all the prisoners here. Gather them here at midnight, and we'll be leaving this boat." Zuko, Naruto, then yells, "Did you think they'd be safe? Thanks for the letter. I'll make sure to personally burn down that little hut myself," while they read it. He then turns around, walking away. "Thanks for the letter, though. It might make it easier to convince them." Naruto then turns his head and nods at the old man, who nods back. But he's still reeling in pain, and Naruto mouths, "I'm sorry." And Kurama is still laughing. The warden then compliments Zuko on his brutality, but says please don't rough them up too much. They need to work. Zuko is then shown to his room. As the door's shut, he turns back to normal, sweating. Ugh. Last time I held the transformation that long, I was just pranking Sakura. It's way harder when there's lives on the line. But I can't give up yet. I just need to get some rest. Naruto takes a quick nap, but is woken up by the march of footsteps and taps on his door. As a guard says, "Prince Zuko, it's time." Naruto then makes a shadow clone and transforms that clone into Zuko. He goes with the guards, while Naruto sneaks, placing his paper bombs all over the ship, looking for any prisoners. As he gets to the prison ground, he sees all the prisoners gathered up around the old man. They're being watched by guards. Naruto smiles as he makes 3 shadow clones. 2 of them make Rasengans, jump down and takes out 2 guards, while the other clone jumps on the back of 1 guard, taking him out. As the clones dissipate, they make a smoke screen, and Naruto walks through it as he says, "Are you guys ready to go home?" As he sets off the paper bombs, creating a massive explosion. He doesn't have any more, so this had better work. The old man asks, "Who are you?" And Naruto smiles. "Oh yeah, you guys don't know about transformation." Naruto then transforms back into Zuko. He then turns back to normal. They're surprised, and so is the warden, who was watching from the shadows. As he yells for the guards to attack, Naruto scoffs, saying, "Come on, Sokka." He then makes 20 shadow clones to surround the prisoners, as he states, "I have most of the guards heading towards the village. I can hold them off here, so just stay behind me. Once we get back, I'll need your help to protect your village. Alright?" The villagers are terrified. They've been in prison for so long, they just panic, trying to find somewhere safe to hide. As they go in all directions, Naruto groans. "What did I just say?" Naruto yells as he rushes into the guards, fighting them head on. He punches 1 guard, launching him back into a wall, denting his helmet, leaving an imprint of his fist on the man. 1 of his clones kicks 1 guard into 3 more guards, knocking them unconscious, as 1 of his clones gets blindsided by a fireball while he was trying to protect the fleeing prisoner. He gets poofed in the dust and Naruto groans. There's more guards than he expected. As he takes out the guards, 2 more pop up to replace him. "Damn," he yells. He keeps charging, not quitting, protecting the prisoners. With every breath, he gets burned as the heat swells in his lungs. But he doesn't slow, continuing to charge as he sees 1 of the imprisoned women being hunted down by a guard. He rushes to protect her. The guard charges a fireball, launching it at the girl. 1 of his clones sees this, rushing towards the main Naruto, grabbing his arms, throwing him at high speeds. Naruto gets there to protect the woman, but his back was scorched. He reels in pain, but he doesn't slow down, launching the guard with a single punch, but he falls to his knees, gasping for air. The smoke from the fire is filling his lungs, choking him. But he stands, screaming, "No one's gonna die while I'm here. I'll take you all on." When he hears the old man yelling, while he continues to fight, "What are you all scared for? This young man we don't even know was risking his life for us. Yes, he punched me in the stomach. Yes, it hurt. But he's fighting tooth and nail without any bending. And all we have to do is believe in him. We're making it harder to escape. Hurry and get over here. And young man, I'm sorry to ask more of you, but keep fighting. And we promise to protect our village." Naruto smiles, finding a second win, as he yells, "Multi-shadow clone jutsu," making even more clones, outnumbering all of the guards as he charges when they hear someone yell, "Naruto!" Naruto smiles as he yells back, "Hey, Sokka! The prisoners are safe. Get them out of here." Why the fuck did I stutter so much? I just read that whole thing almost perfectly and Okay, back to the story. Aang jumps down. "Naruto, sorry it took so long. We saw the explosion, but the base was a little further than we expected." Naruto tells Aang, "Don't worry about it. Just shoot some air." Aang nods as Naruto and all his clones surround the prisoners. And Naruto's clones charge a Gale Palm as they yell, Naruto style, Gale Storm, along with Aang, who directs the hurricane of wind, knocking all the guards off the boat, including the warden. They then gather up some of the stronger, more confident earthbenders and put them on the backup oppa so they can reach the land faster. Aang and Sokka go back with those, while Katara and Naruto go with the rest of the prisoners on a boat. While they do, Katara sees Naruto's clothes, they're trash, and his back is scorched. She asks what happened when the woman Naruto protected apologizes, saying that it's all her fault. But Naruto just smiles at her. "Don't worry, I'm a real sturdy guy. Plus, you were scared. That's something I know all too well. On my first mission, I was so scared I almost got myself killed. So my friend put himself at risk to save me. That's when I promised to never let myself be halted by fear again. Even when I'm scared, I keep a single goal in my mind, and I keep moving forward till I accomplish it, no matter what. The girl thanks him, saying that's very reassuring. She's going to start doing that too. Starting with taking back her village from the rest of the Fire Nation. They all cheer together, while Katara tells Naruto, "Wow, every time you talk about your home, the stories get more and more intense." Naruto chuckles, but winces in pain as he states, "Well, ow, that's only natural for a #1 ninja, ow, like me." Katara chuckles. "You're a little too flashy to be a ninja. I've been meaning to say that." Naruto gets in her face, saying, "What's that supposed to mean?" She smiles, as she states, "Well, Naruto, you're short-tempered, hyperactive, and the most stubborn boy I've ever met in my life. And to top it all off, you wear bright orange, not super ninja-like." Naruto scoffs, "Oh, is that all? It just shows my skill. I can be stealthy in the most atrocious attire." Naruto's jacket continues to crumble. As the back is still smoldering hot thanks to his chainmail armor he wears to prevent kunai from piercing him too deep in the chest. Since there's no longer a back on top of his clothes, as he stands up, his jacket just falls off. As he states, "Okay, yeah, you got a point." Meanwhile, Aang and the others land on the ground of the village, right in front of the Fire Nation soldiers, approaching, and Aang cuts them off, saying, "These are the prisoners you unjustly captured, free from your control. Just go back to your boat. Leave this village and we don't need to fight." Along with Aang are all the earthbenders and Sokka and Momo. They stand to face the soldiers, and Zuko walks out from in front of the crowd of soldiers as he laughs. Aang, seeing Zuko, tightens his grip, but he then realizes, wait a second, Zuko doesn't laugh? That's Naruto! The clone drops his transformation with a smile. As the poof of smoke clears, he turns around to the soldiers as he states, "Boo!" He vanishes in the smoke. The soldiers panic and scream, "Magic! They have magicians! Who can we trust?" They then run. They flee, dropping their arms. Back on the boat, Naruto gets a flash of what just happened on the land, but he doesn't think too much of it. Instead, as they reach the shore, he runs past the soldiers. For some reason, he knows they're not a threat. Again, he ignores this. He then runs to the town asking if anyone has clothes, and one of the storekeepers gives him a pair. They were going to get rid of these since they're Fire Nation inspired. They're going to get rid of the Fire Nation influence from all their villages now. The next day, the Earth soldiers head back to the prison island to hijack some of their ships. Meanwhile, the warden sends a messenger hawk to the real Prince Zuko. But it was a General Iroh, who reads the message. Before delivering it to Zuko, it claims of a boy who can clone himself, transform his body to perfectly mimic the appearance of others, as well as possessing incredible strength. Iroh reads the message and then goes to Prince Zuko. "Zuko, I have bad news. I also have good news, but the bad news is really, really bad." Zuko was meditating, trying to control his anger, according to his uncle's lessons. "Uncle, whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it. You taught me a leader should be calm in the most dire situations." Iroh smiles. "That's great, because the bad news is that boy that's with the Avatar turned into you, tricked the warden, released prisoners of war, and then they stole mining boats." The room goes silent as Zuko doesn't understand how to feel about this. As Iroh is impressed. "Wow, Zuko, you are taking this very well." "Uncle, I just don't know how to process that. I'm very angry. Do not misunderstand. I am livid right now. But when I fought him, his powers were strange. It wasn't like anything I've ever experienced. I don't know how to fight him, and learning that he could turn into soldiers is concerning." Iroh scratches his chin. "Yes, this is very interesting, but it only confirms my suspicions." Zuko questions, "What do you mean?" "If what is said about this boy is true, his abilities are similar to that of the fox spirit, a kitsune." "Uncle, are you saying that this yellow-haired kid is a spirit?" Iroh ponders for a second. "I don't know, But in any case, Kitsune are notorious tricksters. I'd like to meet this boy. The message also details the direction the Avatar was heading. The two nod as they prepare the ship. And that's where I think we're going to end it for today. So, did you like it? Did you hate it? What you rate it? Please leave your comments down below. I try to read them all. Lately, I've been kind of slacking on reading your comments. That's not true. I haven't been slacking on reading your comments. I've been reading pretty much every one of them. I've been slacking on responding. And I do apologize for that because that was something that I was really good at and I really love doing. So, I'm going to get back to responding to all of your comments. The commenting and call out, can't do it again. It's actually super late and I'm just exhausted. I want to edit this video before I go to bed and it's already 2:41 in the AM. God, it's 3 in the morning. It's just call it 3 at this point. I'm sorry. I am so goddamn tired. I just really wanted to get this done and I had no time during the day. So, I hope that explains why. I'm sorry, I just sound tired. I hate this feeling right now. I love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh no, Kage out. Peace.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. If you run the home, it's gonna get smoked. No time for the lame ass jokes. I'm the GOAT. You a gringo when that story's been told. I make money moves, controlling every view. Oh no, you got hella proof, but no one's helping you. What's wrong? Now you on your own, you really want to smoke. Oh no, Chico really done it wrong. What's wrong? The hollow meta in the sky list, bro. Keep talking crazy, I might go post though. Always trouble when they go too far. Nobody messing me familiar. Father.